Took me a while to get that done. I'm doing it on my phone. I've joined several live streams, and I just started one live stream, but I've never scheduled one. So can you guys see me? Alright, hello everybody. A little bit slow, but eventually I got it going, I think. Do I need to do anything different? You guys ready for me to go? Can you see it? Well, alright, let's see what we got here. This was something I got off of eBay. Let me shut that down a little bit. They're used. I think a couple of them look like they might have been weathered. So let's see how it goes. Let me see if that helps a little bit. There we go. Just one pouch. 1st one we got to look at is cap piece popped off. $17.76. It's an Athearn blue box. Not too shabby. Let me take a look and see who's in chat. We might have a couple of people possibly. Alright, I want to say, first of all, Jim, he got the cookie. Good for you, Jim. We got Lord Peter Webster in the house. How you doing? Kyle Stevens, what's going on, man? Metro Guy, hello. Eagle Creek, hello to you. So we got a couple people in here. I was surprised if anybody really showed up because this was kind of a last minute throw together. Didn't give too much of a warning, but I thought, why not? Let's see what we got next. You guys can see. This one's going to be the next one. These are all DC used. Who knows the years? Usually they're from the 70s or 80s. Some are from the 90s. This one's looking pretty clean. And it is a, let's see, Akata there, I believe. Not too bad. Put this cushion down. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I think this one's looking like it wants to be next out of the bag. I think I need a new razor blade. And it did the same thing. The cap on the cab needs to be put back on. Burlington Northern. Nice looking rig. And it is a Athearn blue box. No, it's not. It's an AHM. Sorry. Same thing. Not the same thing. Yeah, I guess they're the same thing. Same model. Different paint schemes. Okay. Let's move on to something else here. This whole thing's sitting inside this. Yeah. There's the next one that wants out. It's a little Trackster. These are kind of fun to run around the track. That was one of what I considered a locomotive. If it goes on the rails and runs, it's a locomotive, I guess, to me, right? Trolley, whatever. So let's see what's next here. Blue. Bright blue. Conorail. It's a nice looking little rig. Okay, let's see what's under here. Here is the boxcar. That appropriately came out in the right order. Blue Conorail. Cool, cool. There's the boxcar. See what we got next. Alright. This was the one that I thought had maybe some weathering on it. Kind of along the sides. Of the Burlington Northern. slightly different. Rear end's different. Top's different. Rear end's different. Different paint scheme or number scheme. Similar but not quite the same. And I don't think I need that, hopefully. Let's see what we got in the rest of this spaghetti. Alright, we got a steam. I do have my glasses on, but I don't have my magnifying glasses on, so I'd have to look close to. I think it says Manitoba right there. Nice little something different compared to the rest. We'll have to see how this stuff runs. I'll be checking these out and doing some repair videos if possible, if needed. So, that black one on the white right there. Alright, we got a couple more. We got one more. Let's clip that back in there. We go. North Fork and Western, 1776. There's a little bit of damage right there. We'll have to see what we can do with it. Bought these on the cheap online as is. Don't know how they're going to run or not run. So let's see what the last one is. The last one is a Pennsylvania. Sharp nose. Made in Austria. Got a metal chassis all through it. That's good. It's got some weight to it. Pennsylvania Railroad. Alright guys, what do you think, huh? With shipping, tax, everything out the door, I think I paid $81. So I end up paying about $8 a locomotive. So, you know, you get what you get. That's the fun part, is working on them, taking them apart. It can be quite rewarding to bring these back to life. So, got a couple here for the American holidays, and so yeah, there you go guys. What do you think? Hey Lord Peter, thank you. Hey Eagle Creek, yeah, those are pretty sweet little rides. Get them cleaned up. They'll have a nice little pop to them going along, that blue color. Excuse me. So yeah, alright. Should we test one? Hey Real Dog, how you doing? yeah, just did an unboxing here. Ended up with a little haul of used HO. It's what most of my stuff is used. I like to do videos of repairing and bringing them back to life. But you never know what you're going to get. Some of them could be pretty damaged, and some of them could be ready to go. This one's a nice looking little rig. Pop one open. Should I pop one open? Let's see what this thing. Let's pop this open and see what it looks like. There you go. Let go, would ya? No, you're not gonna let go. That coupler out of there. There we go. Alright, so looks pretty clean. We don't know till we put power to it though, do we? Let's grab a power pack. Plug it in. One of those motors that there's not a whole lot of repairing on. These kind of guys, they're more of a replacer. Looks like somebody's dabbed a little extra on there. Let's see what we get though. Oh, it's running. Tried to move. Let me get something here. Grab a cradle. Make sure the wheels aren't touching. Put a little juice to the motor. Oh, it sounds strong. It doesn't sound all clanky. I think we take this all apart, give it a good cleaning and lubrication. It needs traction tires. And this is going to be a little runner. I didn't notice. Was the light working? Let's see if does the light work. Let's try that again. Yeah, it does. Hey. Well, there you go. 1 out of 9 work. But only 1 of 9 has been tested, so that's a good number. That is a good number. So, you want me to complete this? I'm going to pop that open and clean it and lubricate it. Can do that. See if I can get this bad boy open here. See, there it is. Open for me, please. Not gonna open. It's gonna be difficult. side do you prefer to be topped off of? I like that one. This one's being very difficult. I don't want to just prime. Should let go right there. It doesn't want to let go. I don't know why. Trying to push down on the tire and not the frame itself. Let's see if I can. Why won't you? Let go. You are very, very difficult, sir. Why would you want to be so difficult? Because you can't manhandle those or you'll break them, you know? There's only a tiny little tab right there. But it is, probably has a little extra stuff on the edge here from the factory. So let's take a look down in there and see. It looks pretty clean. And it doesn't look to be too dry. Let's see how dry that grease might or might not be. That's dry at all. Okay. Well, those wheels that are still there just crumbling off. There goes that one. Alright, well, I think I got them setting at my track. I have wheels to put on those. Let me go grab the wheels and I will do a wheel replacement. So yeah, this needs new traction tires. It needs 4. We believe it's an AHM. Got 4 different sizes. Power torque, lifelike, tool, Bachmann AHM. I think this was an AHM, so I'm believing. It's definitely not the Minatoa lifelike, that's for sure. There's a Bachmann. Okay. I don't know if you guys know or not. I'm sure some of you do, some of you don't. This is traction tire tool. Traction tires. Keep them all clamped together so I don't lose them. You know, it's easy to lose a little bag like that, so make it obvious for an old man like me to find them. Okay. Slide that on there. I want to get that thing all the way down to the end. Making sure there's no twists or turns or nothing in it. I mean all the way right to the end. Okay, let's see if we can pop that on there. There it is. It's on. Success. First one down. 3 more to go. Well, something like this, that factory grease really looks pretty fresh to me. It's not dirty. I don't see any hair or nothing like that. So I really won't add any grease of any kind. Normally I use a little bell grease here, but I might give it a baby touch of some of this oil. That'll help to obviously lubricate things, but that'll help bring back the grease that's there back to life, making sure it's not dried out. So I'll make sure I do that after I get these traction tires on. This little thing might have some good towing power, being 4 traction tires instead of just 2. Usually there might be 2 on just one side or 2 in the back or front. This has traction tires on all 4 sides, so that might be a good thing. It's not a cheap thing. You have to replace traction tires. Alright, that one went right on. That one's good to go. Now we will move on to the next one. So how's everybody doing today? Having a good one? I didn't expect too many people to really show up. It was kind of a last minute thing. I didn't give much of a warning. I don't do much live streaming. I usually go on other people's live streams, but I thought, what the heck? Let's do a little something on the day off here. It's going to get real hot today, so I'm going to stay indoors, play with trains, and eat comfort foods. That's about my day. I think we got Jim Tedesco, I believe, doing a live stream later on tonight. So if you guys want, you should go check him out. There's no twists in that. It is really important to get that right on the edge there, because not all of them are quite as squared inside. Some of them are completely round, like a gasket of some sort. And if you have it too far back and you start pushing on it, it can do 2 things. It can squish down and the whole thing slides over it, or it starts binding up and twisting as it tries to roll off the end. So if you get it right on the end, it pops right off and it doesn't try to twist or roll any. So, don't know if any of you guys do too much traction tire replacements, or you might be doing this stuff every day. And this does slightly pull the traction tire out larger than, what the rim is, making it easier to pop right on there. Usually has a satisfying little pop letting you know it's on there. go. Last one down. So we got those replaced, no problem. So I'll put just a little bit of oil down in the main gear right there. Not very much at all. It's not too dry in there. That's why it probably sounded fairly decent immediately running the thing. Sorry, I'm on the way here. That will do ya. Little dab will do ya. Okay, now, is this going to be as hard to put on as it was to take off? Let's hope not. Pretty clean. Yeah, the end of this has kind of a weird, it's not nice and crisp like this side is. This side has a nice crisp end. This piece has, it's all kind of jacked up right there. So let's see, just to combat that a little bit, I'm also going to put a tiny little bit, tiniest little bit right there, so because it was very difficult to get off. Get a little bit of that excess. Hopefully that'll help it go back on. Slide in there. There we go. Snappage away. Let's take and give you a little bit of a clean with a fiberglass pencil. Hopefully I won't get any of these little fiberglass shards in my finger. Hey Papa John, how you doing today? Did a little bit of an unboxing, as you can see. We got 9 locos in a boxcar. We decided to test one of them out. Put some new traction tires on it. Now let's see what it sounds like with everything going. There we go. Not too bad for a probably a made in the 80s dime a dozen locomotive. They made the hell out of these all through the 70s and 80s. So let's put that coupling through there. There we go. Nope, 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 nope. Mr. Light. There we go. Well, I think it's in. So now we need to put juice to these. And they work. Let's see what kind of creeping we might get out of it. Will it creep for us? Let's see, come on. Yeah, that's about it. It has that shut off. These old guys, they do that sometimes. But you put some freight on the end of that, and I'm sure that'll slow it right down to near nothing. So yeah, this has an opportunity to be quite a little puller. Having the motor sound as good as it does and being four traction tires. It's a little light. Might have to put a little bit of weight in it. Well, there you go. What do you think, guys? Clean little Santa Fe. Gonna have to stick another little horn on it. So there's 1 out of the 9. Is this a rail truck? This, yes, this. A trackster. I believe they call them usually tracksters. That's one of the 9. It's got a little motor in it right there. I got one in box. I got one that I bought new in box. Let me grab it and I'll show it to you. Here is how they would usually were sold. They were on like the outside of the box. Got the little motor in it. They're called tracksters. Usually motorized track inspection car. Trackster. Kind of a neat little thing to run around the track, you know. It's a little bit different. Kind of almost like a Hot Wheels kind of thing. Or slot car, more like it. So yeah, they're considered a track maintenance vehicle. You don't see them too often. We'll have to see. And then there's another one. 'Cause I only have two. And all the stuff I have, I only have two of them. So that was one of the reasons why I bought this lot. Partially, it was a great deal. But I wanted to get that. Those, you don't see those too often. And when you do see them, they want an arm and a leg for the darn things. They know they're a little bit on the rare side. So, but then I got the Gandhi dancer. The little guy goes up and down. Each guy moves up and down quite a bit. It's got a little motor that just faces straight down into the gearing. It's a fun little thing to throw on the track too. Little maintenance. Old school maintenance. You got old school, and this would probably be something more like the 70s by the look of this panel truck, 60s and 70s. And this would probably be more modern, 80s or something. I think nowadays they just run around in a pickup truck. Basic pickup truck. Well, alright, yeah. There we go. I didn't plan on doing this bunch of maintenance or nothing, but a couple of people are kind of hanging out, watching a little bit, so thanks a lot for hanging out and checking out what we got here. This ended up being a nice little rig. I will throw this on the track later today, and run it a bit. Probably should have put a darn coupling on that when I had it open. Look, I think these are two different sizes. I think this is the longer one. See how this is farther back and the shaft has a longer extension to allow that to make it past the front of the nose there. Where this sets right pretty close to the end, so I don't want to take that one and put it here. But I think I want a standard. I think it was the larger one. I don't know if I want to use this one. Let me grab, see if I have another one over here. Alright, try to step away for a minute there. I guess we will go with one of these. See if I can get that on there. Should I take it apart or should I try to weasel it in there? See if it'll be easier for us this time. Come on, darn you. Being difficult, just like the first time. That's really being difficult. Wow. I'm being so difficult. It's almost like it looked like that was pulling back along with it, not allowing it to pop off right there. That should be a simple little just Is it harder the second time than the first time? Oh my god. Oh god. You're kidding me. bit and it'll go in there for me. Get it this way. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'd rather top off the back side. Well, looks like I'm going to have to go through my parts drawer. Okay, it's being way harder the second time, isn't it? I think I might should set it aside before I get upset. Because I can tell when I'm pulling on this right here, that lip that's supposed to be coming off, I can kind of see that it's so thin, it's slightly pulling out with it. So I almost need two hands, one popping it up, and another holding this down right there. I don't think I can do that. It is being much more difficult. Why? He's saying no, sir. You're so close. I see it. I see it moving. Let go of it, please. You almost wanna. I guess it was a one-time deal here. You can literally see it setting at a slight angle because it's kind of up in that. All right, I'm gonna set it aside. I'm gonna get upset with it. The most important thing, it worked. I'm just gonna have to relax and not get all freaked out on it. Hey, trackside, how you doing? Did an unboxing and did a test on this one, and these are all used. Got them online as is. Got the whole lot for $81. Shipping, handling, tax altogether. First one works good. Lubed it up. Put some traction tires on it. It was difficult to get apart first time, and it's being much more difficult the second time to put a darn coupling on it, so I'm just going to set it aside. But it runs good. Not too noisy or nothing. There you go. Take a look at it there, trackside. It's kind of a fly of the minute. Just a quick unboxing. Mom and son, how you doing? Yeah, I did a quick unboxing here. First one works. They're all as is. Should I keep going a little bit more? Give another test? We don't know what they're going to be. We're at the crap table. Are they winners or are they losers? do you think? Yep, all HO, DC, untested, as is. Don't know what you're going to get till you open it up and work on it. Give another one a go. This one's heavy. This one's a nice looking one. Should we pop this open? I can do one more. Let's see what we got here. There's this to the side. A little bit dirty around the light fixture. It's looking a little bit dirty around the connections. Let's see. Let's see what the commutator looks like. It doesn't look super bad. I don't know if you can see down in there. It's the commutator I'm looking at, looking to see if it's real black or dark or whatnot. It doesn't look so bad. Let's give it some juice and see what we end up with. Okay. Oh, we're not getting anything. Oh, how about I put the power back on? Oh. I would say we got a runner, folks. Let me see, what's that? Traction tire? That's a traction tire. Spit up out of there. Yeah, it's a traction tire. It's going to need traction tires. Awesome. It's a runner. It is a runner. Let's see. Got a little glue on top. Glue. Let me put some glue right in the motor. Yeah, that's really smart. Got a little bit of oil. Not too much. Not too much. Most all the work on this is going to be from the other side, as far as lubricating all the gears and cleaning them all up. Not a bit. Let some of that oil get down in there. Well, alright, awesome. We got a runner. This was a nice looking little rig too. Put a little dab of some glue down in here. Reinstall that window. So everybody having a good day today? Ready for the weekend? Oh yeah, well, I got you, Trackside Mike. Hey, I'm so sorry. I never did receive those stickers, and I'm sure you sent them. I don't know if there was a problem with the mail or customs or something, but I know I'm sure you sent them, and I've been keeping my eye out for them. I mentioned to my mail lady that I was expecting something from Canada, and yeah, I haven't received it, so Really sorry that you had to go to the problem of trying to send me something and you couldn't get to me. But if you feel like you got it in you, I definitely want them, and we'll give you a sweet little shout out. Let's install this weight. I don't know if I want to do too much cleaning on those. You know, sometimes just don't not mess with what's not broken. You start doing too much cleaning and end up knocking off wires. And you got to resolder them. And I am horrible at soldering. I need to spend some time practicing. I'll try to get these brass pieces hit a little bit. The main thing is I want to get this commutator cleaned up in there a bit. Oh yeah, that's brightening right up, right up. Nice, should be nice shiny brass piece in there. I don't think this has had a whole lot of running on it, to tell you the truth. Probably spent most of its time on a shelf. Probably should have done this before I reinstalled the weight, huh? That's okay, I got plenty of room. Awesome. It's looking nice and shiny in there. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. What I'm looking at is right there. This commutator right here. Not this. This right here. The power's coming through the coils into this, through the commutator, down into the motor. So where this makes contact, I want that nice and clean. As you can see, it's got a pretty nice shine to it. It's a brass, so it'll get a nice clean look to it. That'll help ensure good voltage is getting right to the motor. So the next bit is I think I'm going to let that glue dry a bit more. This other thing is I really don't like doing this either. I don't like setting this upside down when I have wires exposed, because this is probably from the late 70s, early 80s, so it's had some years. It does have a little bit of green on the brass. I really don't want to knock any of these wires off either, because it doesn't take much to knock this stuff off, and next thing you know, you've just created a bunch more work, and I really don't need to do that because the motor seems to be running very well. So yeah, let's give it one more little zap. Somewhere where I can let the wheels hang free. Now that we've cleaned the commutator, gonna be, oops. I see. Right there. Let's put more right there. side looks like. Not too big. I'll make sure this wasn't the kind that had a nut on one side, a screw on the other, because some of these will have a nut on this side and will drop down and then you end up losing it, so I didn't want to lose it, but this is the kind with screws on both sides, so looks a little dry. Not too bad. I can see a micro crack right here in this main gear, this plastic. That's what you get out of these gears. When they make these plastic or nylon gears, they pressure fit them on, you know. So that pressure over time, pushing against the inside, trying to press it out, they start to crack. So sometimes they could, you could never run it. You could never run it. It could have been in its box its whole life and take it out, and it'll look like a firecracker blew up inside there just because of the pressure on the pieces. So this one has a small crack, but seems like it'll be okay though. For a while anyway. So let's fill this up, see what we get. Yeah, it's not dirty. Barely a little dry. Not really too dirty, which is good. Take this out, this gear. Make sure this is all cleaned up real good. These are the areas why they tell you don't put this stuff on carpet and run it, because these are where you get all the little hairs and things that bind it all up, and then you think your stuff's broken and it's just all bound up. Okay, while I'm doing this is an HM. Need to put a traction tire on it, so let's go ahead and do that while we got it out. And this one will take 2, not 4. Alright guys, you sticking with me? Are you needing to take a nap, and I'm your tranquilizer to put you to sleep? Okay. Let's get out the old traction tire tool. Get that thing all the way down to the end. Clean work area. Sign of a sick mind. Papa John. Funny. Yeah, my stuff was always... I've always got 5 projects going, and 1 in front of me and 5 more off to the side. Again, you just get that thing right up to the edge. Make sure there's no twists and turns in it. Got it right to the edge, that way it won't twist or turn. Get right on there. And it has a nice little satisfying pop. Excellent. Put that one on. Stay there for me, little gear. Clean this up some. Sorry, hope I'm doing everything on camera. It's been pretty boring. If you want to stay around and watch, then I'll bore you. Most of you guys, I'll be seeing you in a bit. See Jim's got his stream coming up in a bit, so later on today. Put a little bit of 107. And, let's put this other traction tire on now. Go. Got it on. Tiniest little bead, just a tiny. Right on the main gear right there. Spread it up and down that gear a little bit manually. Won't hurt. We'll get this reassembled and probably call it a quits. I didn't expect to go this far, but I'm glad a few of you guys stopped in. I did one live stream a couple months ago, but I deleted it. All I did was run some trains a little bit. Mystic stopped by, said hello, and other than that, yeah, I deleted it. So I normally just join on other people's live streams, but I thought, what the heck? Let's go ahead and live stream this unboxing. We want to do that first, probably. Doesn't really have a whole lot of spring to that. Dropping parts. The fill in this thing probably should have came out a little bit farther to give it a little bit more spring to it. Wrong side. This way. It's got a little, but not much. Work with what you got with, right? Go back in there here. Why'd you come out on me? There we go. I like to let it go. Well, there you go. We got it lubricated up. We got some traction tires on it. Hopefully the window's glued in. And there you go, guys. I will do a couple videos running these later on today. We got 2 of them. Excellent. Out of the 9, first 2 work, so excellent, great. Glad they came out. So alright guys, glad you hung out with me for a bit. I'll do a couple more videos. Each one of these I'll do a video opening them up, seeing if they work, and doing any repairs I need to do, and then running them afterwards. This one, I can just noticed has probably had a little repair work. If you look, this is gold colored. This is silver. So somebody replaced this at some point in time. So I'm interested to see what that'll have inside. But alright guys, yeah, thanks for hanging out, and you have a good one, and I'll see you next time around.